What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a while since I've uploaded a video, and frankly we've just been busy and there hasn't been a ton of new things going on, but I thought there was enough to show you some things that we have going on and at the property here. So I don't remember the last time I uploaded, but probably the last time when we went ice skating, I'm not sure. But we are at the property today, and really the guys have been working here for the last 2 weeks on and off as weather has allowed, and been clearing some trees and grading things out, and we're still working on plans with the county and with the state and everything. But the other day I got my rover out and I laid out kind of where some things were going to be and decided, okay, well, we need to start cutting down these trees, and it's good winter work for my guys to do. And so that's what we've been working on. So I'll turn you around here. I don't know how close I was, sorry. We'll turn you around here and show you what's been going on. So we got a fire going this morning here, and starting to get some things burned and cleaned up. It's kind of crazy to think there was so much more woods here, but we cut a bunch of this down. The woods used to go all the way to over here, so we cleared all that to there. And then there was a big pile of dirt here, and the guys cleaned that out and graded it all across here, where it was super rough and bumpy, and I don't know, it just needed to be graded out. So I had the guys take all the dirt pile and they graded it all through here, all the way down to the pond. And that's really, really nice. And then we went through these woods and just cleaned all the underbrush, all the fallen logs, all the garbage. There was pipe in here. It was a mess. It was just so much stuff came out of here. So this whole pile right here, this pile is all that came from here. So you can see the stumps that are here that we cut down. The building, I don't have any markings of where the building's going to be right now. I'll have to do that another time, restake it out, because it kind of got all messed up. But the guys went through here and cleaned all this out, and then I'm going to get a stump grinder and grind all the stumps in here so that it looks nice. There's one there, there's one here. Obviously all these new ones that are fresh. This is an old one that's real big. This is an old one right here that's really big. There's an old big one over there. There's one right there that I want to clean out. But they went through and just cleaned up all the junk in these trees, and it's really, really nice, actually. My boys are probably going to be excited because they could ride their quad through here somehow. I'm sure I can make a little path for them to rip through here. My property line is all the way back. It's right about here. It's right where I'm standing. This tree is basically the center of my property, and it goes that way. So the boys can play in here and screw around. And so this is the first thing that got done, and that looks really nice. I actually started a fire just now, and I'm gonna sit here and watch this for a couple hours, and we'll just slowly burn it. I'm not gonna get it really huge. It'll just I started it on one side, and it's kind of going away from the wind, so it'll kind of just slowly creep in, and it's not gonna get out of control. And it's really, there's nothing around it, so it's totally fine. But the building is gonna be somewhere kind of where this fire actually is. There's gonna be a building like right here, roughly. I believe this is probably the edge of the building. And then the parking lot kind of is all in here, all over there. Anyways, all right, so I'll show you back over here. So then, if you remember, there was a bunch of woods pretty much from here to here. This was all trees, but junk trees, and a lot of dead stuff. Oh my goodness, so much dead. And we started going in there and we started cutting out the stuff that was dead. And by the time we got done, there just wasn't a lot left, and it looked sparse, and it just didn't make sense. There was like a grouping of trees like here, and then there was like a big gap. And this grouping of trees, I'm like, well, that just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. So we cut it all down. There's no reason to have it. And so that's what we did. And frankly, I was nervous how exposed I would feel, because it was just a big like wall of trees right in this section. And it just looks really nice, and I'm super happy with it. There's kind of now like an angle, like a wood line right here, which in hindsight now I even wonder if some of that should come down. I don't know. I don't want to take it all down. I really don't. But I want to plant. We'll probably plant some stuff along the edge of the woods here. Probably gonna kind of cut a nice bed line across here and then mulch all under here. And it's just gonna really, I think, clean it up really nice. So there's stumps in here that we need to cut out of here or grind out of here. There's probably 100 stumps that need to get done if I were to guess. 50 stumps, I don't know. I'm gonna rent a grinder and guys can grind all day. And we're just cleaning out the dead trees in here. There's just so much dead and downed trees and broken off trees, and it just already is looking so cool in here. Again, this was a dead tree right here. They just cut it off, and then you find more dead, and like just down branches all over. What's kind of crazy now is you can get all the way to where the water comes into my pond, which is pretty wild actually. This is where the water comes in and feeds the pond. It comes from a ditch underneath and it comes here. So I want to get on the other side, and you can see like logs just all over the place. And we're just gonna clean it up, and we're gonna make it look really, really nice. And it's too much of a mess on job sites to be working right now. It'd be a muddy mess, or it's too cold. So they're just going through and cleaning stuff up, and it looks really cool. So this has been giving the guys stuff to do, and that's great. So you can see some of these dead. The pines were not getting a lot of sun, so then you get a lot of this dead in them like this. So I'm not sure if we're gonna pull all that out, cut all that out or what, but another thing that I'm thinking about doing, but I'm not sure yet. I think I'm gonna cut down. I am gonna cut down these trees right to like here, all of these right here. Cut all those down, and then there's a big mound of dirt right here. And then I'm gonna take this dirt and I'm gonna grade it to the pond everywhere and grade it out this way. And because right now this is a nice slope where this dirt is, where this bare dirt is. This is a nice slope all the way to the pond. But then you can see this is flat and then up like that. And I want to take this and just cut it down and just grade it nicely to the pond. And I think that would be really cool. It's also hard to kind of visualize this in the winter because there's no leaves on anything. But those are all just kind of scrubby trees anyways. And I could plant some nice stuff over there and landscape it a little bit better. And that could be really cool. So I'm also thinking I'm gonna cut this tree down right here. I don't love it, but. And then what I probably need to do is I'm just gonna broadcast some seed on all this. It's not gonna be the permanent seeding, but something to get it to grow. And so that it doesn't just go to weeds. But when we're doing the excavating, it's gonna get all messed up again, or all the earthwork. I want to walk over here. There's this concrete tub, which I knew was here, and now it's kind of opened up. I can see it a little bit more. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it was like a tank, like a tub that you would put a tank in. like a fuel tank, I guess. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I need to get this thing out of here. I don't need it in here, so. Man, it's cold. It's like 20 degrees today. But yeah, I think I'm not sure what else we've done. We got a couple loads of concrete that have been dumped here. We got a couple more loads of concrete blocks. We've been messing around with shipping containers here and there. Just little stuff that has been nice to get dialed in, but it just, I mean, this whole area just looks so different. It's crazy to even think about how different it is right now, but very happy with the progress. I'm really happy with this area here. But unfortunately, I think those big trees over there have to come out. Not sure when I want to do that. I might wait and see if I actually have to do it. I think I have to do it, but we'll see. Like I said, I might get my drone up tomorrow. Me and my boys might be here tomorrow, riding around, screwing around if the weather's decent. I'll probably come over here and check out the fire and whatever, so we'll catch you then. All right, well, guys, I decided to, we started that fire, and I decided to get on the excavator here and throw some logs on it for a while. And figured I might as well take you along for the ride. So, move some logs in, consolidate it a little bit, I think, but also be able to get some. It's not spreading very fast, which is honestly kind of what I had hoped for. I didn't really want this thing to become this rager that was out of control. So honestly, this is, I'm happy that it's not super crazy right now. You guys can watch me feed the fire for a little while here. Looks like I might need to get out and clean my window because that's not going to be a good view for you guys. There we go. Now we're in business. So my goal here is to kind of try and separate the fire actually a little bit from the rest of it, because I really am not wanting this thing to be going all night, or like it's going to be going at night, but I'm trying to separate it a little bit. Should have separated it before we started it, but I was excited. So I'm don't need to get a call from the fire department in the middle of the night because somebody saw a fire and then they call them and then they come over here and then I don't need it. So anyways, I'm stacking this thing up pretty good, and then I'm gonna let it burn for a while I'm working on my computer, and probably just let it burn out like this. And tomorrow, I think I said this already once, tomorrow I'm gonna be here with my boys, and this will still be smoking, so I probably will just bring the excavator over and start it up again. Easily, this will probably be all burned down by the morning. So what I'm trying to do is just get it a little more consolidated away. There's just a couple logs like this one that are sticking over too far, so this isn't very good for the excavator, but that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna get this over here, and now I have a pretty darn clean path between these two fires. And I'll just use the grapple. I really need to go get my bucket and bring it over here and scrape the ground clean, but I don't really have time right now. I don't really feel like it. So now it's pretty much clean between the two fires, between the two piles. So, all right, well, I'm gonna be heading out of here. The guys are still working here for a while. They're gonna watch the fire. This fire is going great, and it's nice and separated from the other one, so we don't have to worry about it. That was my biggest goal, was making sure that that is good to go. Fire on the other side I put out, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah, that's all good to go over there. So we burned maybe a quarter, maybe half of this pile today. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with my boys, and I might throw some more on it and let it burn tomorrow. And then if the weather's still good on Monday, we'll keep burning that pile. But that pile over there, probably gonna get a big chipper for it and chip all of that, and then use the mulch to put it in there. And maybe I'll use, like I said, I think I talked about that, using some of the mulch way over there, which I need to get that out of there. So once this pile is gone, then I want to start staking out where things go. And I'm hoping to be able to start excavating pretty soon. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll check in tomorrow when me and my boys are here. What's up, guys? So it's Monday here, and I kind of forgot to do a little closing of the video. Saturday we were ice skating, as I'll show a bunch of clips at the end of us. I did a bunch of drone shots. I don't know if I'm going to put them in at the end of the video, or if you guys already saw them. But anyways, we just got done cleaning up our old burn pile here. We pulled off all the sticks that we are not gonna, that we needed off this. The rest of this is just ash and junk. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this crap, but we're gonna push all this and move it into a pile back here, and get rid of it later when the excavation work is getting done for the property. So the guys have been going around this morning and are picking up little piles of sticks that were just kind of laying all over the place. A little bit of handwork, but you got to do that every once in a while, otherwise you just have a big mess. Because as you're going around with the machine full of branches and everything, it just kind of falls all over the place. So going around picking up the bigger stuff. Still got the fire going. This is now day 4 of this fire going, which is pretty awesome. Really getting rid of a lot. So my goal, like I said before, I think I said this, is to try and burn most of that pile there. The big logs we're moving over here for when the big chipper comes, and we'll chip and do all that. But this fire's doing real good now. So you got to get a real hot fire to burn through some of these big logs, especially because not everything is dead. You know, some of it's green, so you got to get a real hot fire to get this get things to burn, like the big stumps and stuff. So yeah, we'll wrap up this episode, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.